Wednesday in Tryon, North Carolina, higher ground, Melrose Mountain. Angels. Well, we want to deal with that final question about whether or not we have personal angels. There are certainly some scriptures that somebody could start to build a theology on personal angels. Genesis 16:7, when the angel found Hagar as if he was looking for her because she was his angel or he was her angel. Matthew 18:10, talking about angels and the fact that they're all around us. Psalm 34:7, the angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him and rescues them. But the bottom line is there's no direct reference to us having personal individual guardian angels. And the majority of the theologians that have written on the subject don't believe that there's necessarily an individual private guardian angel for each person. Nevertheless, it is known that there are three major purposes for angels, and that is to proclaim, as they proclaimed the birth of Jesus, as they proclaimed judgment coming to many of the prophets, as they proclaim the coming of Jesus again. They're protectors, and while we might not have an individual private guardian angel, they can be dispatched in a flash by God, and Jesus even spoke that. He said, I could have called 10,000 angels. You can look at Psalm 91:11 and a number of other passages to show that they are protectors and that they're there to protect us. And they're also punishers. In 2 Kings, you'll find a story of 185,000 Assyrians being slain by angels. In Revelation 16, you find the final judgments, and you'll find that angels are the ones that are pouring things out of heaven. So, do I believe in personal angels? Probably not in an individual guardian angel. Do I believe that God can dispatch one whenever I need one? Absolutely, I do. And do I believe that he's done that on many occasions? As you heard yesterday, I certainly do. People don't become angels. I heard a story about a man who said that his wife was a real angel. She was always up in the air harping about something. But people don't become angels. People have a soul. The soul is eternal. It doesn't become an angel. And the scripture is quite clear on that. 1 Corinthians 15, 42 through 44, Luke 16, 22. People don't become angels. They're separate entities, both created by God, but totally different. And so don't think that you're going to leave this world and become an angel. In spite of television programs and other things that may have led you to think that. It's nice to know that God has angels and that they encompass those that fear him, and they can be dispatched at a moment's notice for anyone that needs one, that they proclaim, and they will proclaim with trumpets and a shout the coming of the Lord. They can protect, and they have, in so many cases, all through the Old Testament and the New Testament, protected those that needed protection. And they can punish. You don't have to worry about your foe. Lots of times, your foe will be taken care of by the angels. So it's a wonderful thing to know that we have God's angels, and there are myriads of them, and God can dispatch them at his will. They are ministering spirits. They can not only come to protect or to proclaim, but they can also come and comfort. Finally, let me just tell you that my experience in Brandon, Florida, in Brandon Hospital at about 2 o'clock in the morning with a saint of God, a member of my church, Jimmy Landman, was near death. He had been quiet for a couple of hours, and all of a sudden he opened up his eyes. He was looking up towards the corner of the room, and he said, Pete, do you see them? And I said, see what, Jimmy? He said, don't you see them up there? And I said, Jimmy, what do you see? He said, Pete, I see the angels. They've come for me. And big smile on his face. And in just about a half an hour, Jimmy was gone. I believe that God allowed Jimmy to see the angels that had come for him. I believe he sent them to comfort him. The smile on his face, the joy that seemed to be written across his face. I believe Jimmy Landman actually saw angels that night or that early morning in Brandon Hospital, and I'll never forget that experience. That's your thought for the day. God bless you and have a great day.